Welcome to the episode of Modern Block. Thank you for joining me today. I thought today I'd just kind of like pay tribute to some of the greatest blocks we've seen in a long time. Today, Beast has announced his retirement, and Francois Louw also announced his retirement on Sunday. So I thought I'd just pretty much just congratulate them, say thank you for everything you guys have done. You are part of the reason South African rugby is where it is today. Both of you epitomize the term gentle giant. Beast, definitely one of the players that you always, I don't know, he always has a smile on his face. Considering the situations, cycling to training back in the day, coming from essentially, I think, from Zimbabwe into probably one of the greatest rugby players South Africa's ever seen is quite a story. And Francois Louw himself, he's made the bomb squad something that rugby will never forget. So both of these players are essential to what South African rugby means. And I think also they kind of are just, they need to be credited for the things that they've done for us. And Francois Louw obviously has also kind of been probably one of those players which it's no longer a 15-man squad. It's a 23-man squad. The rugby is not about those first 15 players, but all 23 and how they are essential for different facets of the play. And his contributions to the bomb squad will never be forgotten. So I want to start with Francois Louw. He made his Springbok career debut in 2009 and has just continued to grow there. The guy's got a quarterfinal finish in 2011, a semi-final finish in 2015, and then epitomizes it with a World Cup win. And he's so essential to how South Africa actually got about this World Cup. Probably the game I'll remember for him most in this World Cup is the semi-final against Wales, where he is pretty much the key man who gave us that closing out the last 6 or 7 minutes. Without him, I think there could have been a much, much different situation. The World Cup could have changed for us, could have ended for us. His steel, his just grit when he came on is why the South African team won this World Cup. I think it's not only about our 15-man. We've changed the game. South Africa has changed the game and made it that it's no longer those first 15. And I think it'll go down in history that way. And players will definitely be always trying to live up to the kind of player he was. He has had many Springbok starts, so he's not a bench player by any means. 60% of his games have been off the starting lineup. So I'm not saying that, but he was one of those players that he never let the bench make him feel that he's any less of a player. He continued to be and gave everything every minute he got in the game, and that's the true sense of a sportsman, a understanding of the team. It's not just about you, but what the team needs from you. So I'll give him a lot of credit for that. He obviously started at the Stormers and has just been comes from a dynasty. Also his grandpa's ex-Western Province president, also a rugby player in his own right, Springbok. So really, really just a dynasty and epitomizes the game for South Africa. So thank you so much, Francois Louw, for the things you've done for us, the balls you've stolen. I think in some countries you might have a criminal record for how many balls you've stolen. It's very impressive. So thank you so much for everything you've done. I think your open play or Skulkburger-like muscle also essential for every moment you put on the field. And thank you very much. Moving on to Beast himself, starting at the Sharks, obviously training, coming from Zimbabwe. He's quite the legend. The guy's got pretty much every rugby accolade you can find on the belt with him. Both of these players obviously played for us in the last Lions series and did pretty well there with winning the Lions series. And Beast goes on effectively taking another rugby championship, 2 in his career. You've got the beautiful fact that he also obviously has a Rugby World Cup behind him now, 3 Currie Cups in his tenure, and many more accolades for sure. He's now the 3rd most capped Springbok in history, behind Victor Matfield and Brian Abana. And I think that's just Beautiful. But to be fair, I think every South African will remember them for just being that beautiful thing the crowd can get behind and always shout beast. The guy is just every time you see him, a smile on his face. He is the example for Springbok forwards, understanding that it's not just about being a brute, but being a good person. And has had probably many, many chances in his life where things could have gone wrong, but has fought through every one of them and showcased how you can overcome trials and tribulations in life. So I just want to also say thank you to Beast. He is just, I mean, 117 tests is no joke, and I don't know how to sum it up. He probably has had some of the best games in his life in his last few years. Yeah, I actually is I am to admit this. About, I'd say, a year and a half ago, 2 years, I was questioning whether he should still be on the team. I didn't feel he was up to muster. But these last 2 years, Super Rugby level, Springbok level, he has just been actually a lot of fun to watch. He's killed the British and Irish Lions scrum. He did an amazing stint at World Cup now, and we obliterated the Argentinian scrum in the Rugby Championship this year. And the Sharks used his platform to get to the quarterfinals for the first time for a good season, also in Super Rugby this year, in his last year. So I think he's probably ending on a high, and I actually would have liked to see him go to the British and Irish Lions tour. But credit to him for understanding when he feels he's not ready to continue, and you got to respect those decisions. As a South African fan, I'm sad, but I respect and admire what he's done for the game. He will go down in history as one of the best Springboks of all time, and hopefully he can pass on the knowledge to our future scrummagers as such an important platform for the South African rugby fraternity. So yes, I just wanted to this is a little bit more of after this amazing moment of the World Cup and World Cup win, I just wanted to give tribute to these two amazing players and what they've done for South African rugby. And please, everybody, share your comments. I mean, I was seeing tweets about the Beast, and just saw some funny one of the guys saying that he remembers one time when he had to help the Beast put on a tie, and after they had already given up to do the top button on his shirt, they were trying to do a Windsor knot on, and he was like, "There's no more tie. You need to get is there extra long versions of this?" And I think that just shows, and I mean, the moments that you can bring to a game and it alter people's lives. And these players are inspirations for many young players going forward. And I just hope that they can continue to be the ambassadors for SA Rugby and World Rugby that they are for that they have been already for us. So thanks, guys. Please comment, share, subscribe. I will be bringing out more analysis and obviously more news videos. But please let me know if there's anything else you want me to cover. Now that the hype of the World Cup and everything is over, there's still a lot of rugby happening. There's a lot of drama in World Rugby, especially for the Saracens. So I will be bringing out conversations on all of those things. So please share, subscribe, and like, and all those good things down below. Cheers, guys.